Now, I've tried to warn for years what global warming policies will do to your power bills. You probably think, oh, you're a bit obsessive about this, you know. But this is about more than the money or the sheer stupidity of believing some of this alarmist stuff. This is about people's lives. It's about their dreams. What are we doing to people? Like Rocky Pittarelli, because he's just shut his Caruso's Italian restaurant in New South Wales because he just can't keep up with the costs, like his power bills. That's just one of them. Used to be $500 a month, soon going to jump to $840 a month. Here he is.
Our cost of living has gone up, our supplies went up, interest rates went up, everything, it was just becoming unbearable. This nation was built by mum and dad operations like us, working hard to get to where we wanted to go. You know, don't worry about looking popular, mate. Worry about small business and how you can save us. Because we are all a victim of circumstance. I was a loved restaurant. The community loved us. We did all the basics. We were on top of it, but still we lose. And it's just not fair.
Rocky, I'm so sorry for everything you're going through, and it is your passion. As you said, you are a loved institution in the Shire, and I hope the leaders are listening to you today.
And I've got to ask the Prime Minister, what happened to this promise, or should we now call it a lie?
It will see electricity prices fall from the current level by $275 for households.
And you know farmers will be next in this global warming crusade. Energy Minister Chris Bowen has said they're going to have to do their bit too, the farmers, and today he was tweeting today how we'd put money into a scheme to get farmers to cut methane, burps and farts from their animals. So what's that going to cost? And will that make any difference at all to the climate anyway? Joining me is Nationals frontbencher Barnaby Joyce, the former Deputy Prime Minister. Barnaby, we've said this before, farmers are going to be next, them and their animals, haven't we?
Yeah, well, they're already doing it. They want to close down the live sheep trade. After the live sheep trade goes, the live cattle trade will go, the transport of stock will go, racehorse industry, rodeos. They're driven by this religion. It's a religion, and the global warming part of it is one of the other sort of books from the holy oracles of a new religion. And ultimately, who pays, as I always say, is you. You pay, because if you want to make it impossible to work out here and put costs, then what's going to happen ultimately is there'll be fewer of us, there'll be less meat, there'll be less mince, there'll be less vegetables, the price will go up, and you pay. Now, Chris Bowen today, he did a very good impersonation of a nuclear submarine. I must say, this man is living the nuclear submarine dream. He pops up in New England, he never told me, no one knows he's here. By gosh, if they knew he was here, he would have met a few very, very unhappy people who don't like wind towers. You think wind towers are lovely? We think they're anathema to go all over those hills. Do you want that? Is that what you want to do to Australia? And look how your renewables going. It's going so well, isn't it? Now we have costings on Snow Hydro 2.0. So the intermittent power of windmills becomes 24/7 power. Initially they said $2 to $4 billion. Then it turned to 6. Then it turned to 8. Then it turned to, now it's 10 to 20,000 million dollars. We could have refurbished every coal-fired power station in Australia with high intensity, low emission, coal-fired power, more power to the grid, and you'd be getting more power. And of course, more power means more supply means cheaper power bills. But no, you haven't got that. What you've got is a white elephant in the Kosciuszko National Park with a bogged borer called Florence, apparently, sitting there, which they're trying to unpause. Now, on these roads, you can get paused at times
Stuck
too. It's called
deep underground.
They're trying to unpause it by putting gravel underneath it and jacking it up.
Mate, it was meant to dig, they're digging whole lots of tunnels for this Snow 2.0 that's going to be sort of working the nation's batteries. This was going to dig one of the tunnels, 13 kilometres. It only made 200 metres in a year and then got hopelessly bogged. So if we're ever going to see this Snow 2.0, I don't know.